Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold.
By as many as 31. Tonight, they'll be challenged by a scrappy Trailblazers squad led by one of the news. You see Kawhi Leonard back in the lineup for the Clippers after that collision with Serge now for Jim Jackson's Taco Bell take.
I love how you said my name. Of those opportunities, and you do your offense well.
The ball is hit. Lillard, lethal inside the logo, feeds to McCollum, who's just as dangerous. Uncorked history. Leonard wearing a mask. Finds Ibaka free for three, and he...
Yeah, but let's go back. Serge here. Again, this is the beauty of having a center that can step out.
28 rebounds, 4 assists. McCollum tailgated by former Blazer Batum. Blocked by...
And then the claw. You know, sometimes it takes two to tango. You know what I mean?
George into Batum. Waits for the flyby and lays it. He's a key piece for their attack. So is Nurkic. Got away with a bit of a walk. No, he...
You know, it's more than the Texas two-step here. It was like 5, 6, 7, 8. He still, I mean, only averaged 20. You know what I mean? But because of the size on the perimeter players, you see Jones from...
Of the season for Derrick Jones Jr. Here come the Clippers. Batum in the corner to retaliate.
A little bit, just to take Serge, and guess what? It opens it up enough for Paul George to slip that pass over to Batum.
Two-man game with Lillard and Nurkic, chased around by George. Gets free to fire. The tray in the air. Batum feeling frisky with another three.
People you really think remember being here.
I bet there's two people that know what I'm talking about. Beverly trying to help Lillard. It's right to the rim and lays it in. Ibaka lets it fly. His second. Only what?
The
30,
night is young. The night is young.
36 hours left of 2020. Covington for
this per made field goals have gone up significantly.
Carmelo Anthony stepped into his wheel. Playoff teams, no doubt, crossing blades here early on in the season. Paul George for three. It's good. George ISOs on Lillard, loses the ball, gets it back. Lillard loses his footing. That frees George. Clippers have had 20-point leads in each of their three.
Is paying off early for the Clippers.
George with 5 assists. Back the other way is Lillard.
Well, 8 assists, and here's Zoo coming in, making his presence felt. Remember, 10 blocks.
To win the Clippers on a power play if they hurry. Lou finds a seam, dashing Clippers. It is worth pointing out, in both wins for the Blazers, they battled back from trailing by 10 as Melo. Lou in attack mode, moving to his left, gets the flyby from Hood and knocks it in.
Has ever done it. Told Rodney Hood, listen, stay down, the Air Force don't want you.
Here's Hood. Played for Ty Lue in Cleveland, steps back, flings a three. And
injury, he was such an integral part of the Blazers team, couldn't participate in the playoffs.
Picked up by George, 2 teammates in Oklahoma City. George doesn't buy the pump fake, it doesn't. He gets right to the rim, kicks it to Kennard. Great look at a three. Book it for Lou.
Knockdown shots last game, and guess what? No hesitation here. 3 for 4 last game behind the three-point line.
You will hear from Lillard before this game is over. Here is Jackson down the lane. Spoon feeds Zubac.
Love the defensive intensity right now early for the Clippers. And then the unselfish play once again for it in.
McCollum. Cantor with the rebound and the putback. But don't you like how I got the card out this time?
I didn't even pay attention to you. I was watching the game, doing my job. That's what you do, a veteran. Get the ball inside, get a layup, see the ball go through the net.
Melo, a strong drop.
I think the official on the baseline didn't quite see it. No, Trailblazers.
Where he's at in his career, he's got 8 points in 7 minutes. Looks like the old Carmelo to me. Jackson.
Well, Rodney Hood just overplayed too much to the middle. The recognition by Red.
Lou to Kennard. Great ball movement for the Clippers in transition, and a result.
13 assists for the Clippers. The reason why is this. It's Lou Will with the hockey assist. And up there.
Simons for 3. Knocks Cantor, and a return to the Blazers gives it to Simon for 3. Cantor with the rebound, blocked by Ibaka.
You were such a prolific shot blocker during your days. Was that good, or was that a block? Zach Collins in that left ankle?
He hasn't been able to stay healthy his whole career. Jackson.
The defense where you can be most effective, and we're watching that slowly with Reggie.
Crowd looks into Kennard. create space. Blocked from behind by now. Out of the timeout, McCollum calls his own.
Way to knock it in.
Leonard has struggled in his first game since Christmas, 2 for 6.
Reggie here. Melo, McCollum kind of late on the switch.
Side for Paul George. Kawhi for 3. Ty Lue said they wanted to mix up the coverages. Now a whistle and an offensive foul.
Lillard, even Kawhi and Paul George, they'll seek out and figure out what you're doing defensively.
Ibaka. Up and Pat Beverly had 4 threes yesterday. Knocks that one. Lou Williams to Leonard. Extra pass to Ibaka. Already with 2 threes. A hat trick for
Being Kawhi Leonard is you're a threat on the court whether you're making shots or not. Defenses are going to
in this first half. Kawhi in attack mode. Reverse layup. Counted on him.
and when you're this talented of a player, even if you come out and you're not
48. Clippers out in front. I mentioned this earlier. In each of their 3 wins, the Clippers have had
the ability to get his head down, get his shoulder below his opponent, then get to the basket. The beginning of
Gets it back late in the clock. Tight ropes the sidelines. Gets it to Lou. Ahead of the shot clock. Off the window. And McCollum rises from deep and knocks it in, and he recovers. Patterson, a runner. Beverly, the tip in. And the Lou. What a pass inside to
get it for 2.
11 for Batum. McCollum, another 3. Other clock, taking time off the ticker. Picked up by Nurkic on the switch for 3. Gets it right back. 76 to 57. The 3 ball has been going and served
Right direction.
That said, they were a top 5 offense a year ago with a different kind of attack. How about it? And this is now the 4th time in 5 games the Clippers have had a 20-point lead.
But it's not enthusiastic by the Blazers early on, and when you play.
Saved there by Covington, but picked off. Here comes George with Covington to beat. Gets right to the rim and late. 6 to shoot for Kawhi. Dashing down the lane. Up and in. Gatherings, maybe some socially distanced parties, maybe some Zoom calls, a lot of fake laughs. Don't be that guy. McCollum for 3. It's good.
Here.
Good job, Jim. Way to contribute.
What about that one?
Man, we're making a good team here early, Jim. This is good. McCollum into Nurkic, puts it up and puts it in. Games and on the bench. A step away on Nurkic. Got it.
You know, sometimes the loudest things you can say was
Leonard. He might not say much, but his game is loud.
Like this and then pushing tempo. Right here, he sold the foul, and you can hear him yell on that one.
But the Clippers are out in front, 91 to 62. McCollum blocked from behind by Ibaka.
The offense is ignited, kind of reminding all of us Ibaka when he was in.
And now the Clippers move once again. Ahead
Beautiful.
to Ibaka, blocked by.
Looked to be an easy 2. Like you said, not on my watch.
Clippers have the weapons to give Lillard and McCollum different looks. I mentioned it earlier. McCollum fires up and
Not a stop. Watch, don't never stop.
Yeah.
Lillard picked up by Beverly. A whistle and a foul stops the clock midway. The camera now, please. Oh. See, where was his camera? The Blazers squad haven't been at their best here tonight. Ibaka lays it up and down in the second.
Even though he got bumped by Carmelo, he just wanted it a little bit more. And sometimes the energy level, again, from the beginning of the game, the tone was set by the Clippers. See a reach-in foul.
35 made shots. Lillard knocks him down. Been that kind of night for the Blazers. Beverly attacks and lays it home.
Bit in regards to their cuts, would then tend to peel back a little bit.
George, a graceful.
8 from the three-point line, not just settling, putting pressure on the defense here. You know,
Lillard in attack mode, drives and dishes. Good ball movement, finds McCollum open for 3. Leonard turns the corner, gets right to the rim, bouncing on
my career because I got hurt my 3rd year. And that totally changed the way I played it.
Tonight, 13 points off the bench. 101 to 80. Blocked at the rim is leads in games throughout the year. Those who have held those leads have held on. Antonio has done a pretty good job over the years of getting it right. R.C. Buford, one of the great basketball minds, a whistle and a foul. I thought, well, this Kawhi guy might be something special. I had no idea that he would be this, but you knew he'd be pretty good.
Hamilton. And it was funny, too, with Richard. He was totally fine afterward.
30-point games. Those 20 so far, almost all of them from the line. How about
NBA history after Greg Popovich was tossed from the Spurs-Lakers game in San Antonio with 4
of her own? She is amazing what she's done in San Antonio. I used to cover the WNBA for many years. She is
Continuation of other coaches on the bench. They didn't look at it as anything different once they knew.
quarter. Paul George remains on the floor. He has 23. Lobs it to Zubac.
How about this? Drag, pick and roll. This time Canada just up too far. Reinvented offense or new offense or added to offense, whatever you want to call it. It allows him.
What they're doing is allowing playmakers to make plays regardless of the position. Kennard makes a play for the Clippers come up empty-handed.
Well, man, that time got blocked by the into the bottom of the backboard.
Giles spent his first couple of years in Sacramento and knocks down another turnover for the Clippers. Eric Jones Jr. graceful.
Yeah, I'm going to come in with that to bench with his arms out. But we see a different calmness in his demeanor, in his play, coming into the beginning.
Numbers and the way that they have dominated in their wins, but because that game was so bad on Sunday, they're net. You can look back, you can laugh at it, because now we know that the Clippers are indeed back. Coffee.
The coaching staff is looking at this and impressing upon the team is this. Sometimes when Kawhi...
Jacket.
Okay. Oh.
Misses. I used to do this with your sweets on the golf course.
So he's trying to be cool.
Not lead to a
Now,
good
if
story.
you'd have said you had some Thunderbird or some Wild Irish Rose, now...
There, I've done that.
Okay.
But it was the Mad Dog 2020 was a bad day. Again, after what we saw in the preseason, it was a guess as to what would happen to start the year. But 105, the Clippers are winners. Kawhi Leonard led the way.
New on the floor, and you know, my teammates got me going.